I'm gonna make a million.
Man, you already know what it is. Big Sean, man. Good music in the building. Def Jam in the building. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? You already know where to catch me at, man. www.youknowbigsean.com. Like, I know Big Sean. You know Big Sean. www.youknowbigsean. Hit me up, man. I'm on it every day. Hey. Now all across the world and Atlas, I hop on top of track lists and tend to show my ass, bitch. I see when you respect it highly, they gon' try and shoot you from the neck up like a ID. Try me, man. I'm just trying to get the world to hear my records, break world records, grinding Ryan Sheckler. Since I signed a con, I'm Louis Vuitton shine up in Benny Han, eating all the wonton. Rose over little Sean Don, put her hands down my pants, now she rockin' Sean John. Ha, I guess you want a nigga that's more real. Now that's the end of the story, like the more real. So fuck a boyfriend and whatever they own. If they trying to collide, you could call me State Farm. Made for the head on, got your bitch logging on, cause I'm all over the web like I got 8 arms. It's Big Sean. Chicago, man, we had a show. I was headlining the show. My boy Mikey Rocks from the Cool Kids was hosting it with Dylan, man. It was my first performance out in Chicago. It was pretty good. It was like packed house. You know what I'm saying? Real crazy. The reception was crazy. Chicago really messed with me, man, and that's love, because that's all the artists can ask for, is for people to listen and to be receptive. You know what I'm saying? Man, I think the D was like, just like Chicago is a good place for like artists, the D is a great place for art, because it's like, well, as far as music goes, it's like a melting pot. Like, you get South music there, West Coast, East Coast, all that, and Midwest music, all in the D. I think it's becoming more like a Midwest sound, but back when I was coming up, the era was like the bad boy era, and then like just the South era, and then just like, so I think the D was very good because I was exposed to all sorts of music, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely good, and especially this type of school I went to an art school, like when I was in kindergarten or 8th grade, and that really taught me a love for like poetry. I learned how to play a couple instruments and shit, so it was a real good upbringing, you know what I'm saying? Finally Famous, that's the name of my album, but that's also the crew I have back in the D. Finally Famous is like, what we do is we throw a lot of events in the D, we promote, and we do a lot of different things actually. We have like actors and like a whole bunch of different things going on, but the meaning of the name Finally Famous is like, when you're famous, you're recognized for doing something extremely well. We put finally in front of it to symbolize like, man, this is what we've been working for and grinding for all our lives. So you could be finally famous, like you could be a student in law school and be finally famous just because you're doing something to the best potential. You could be playing drums, you could be finally famous. You could be rapping and be finally famous. Whatever you do, as long as you do it to the full potential, you finally famous. So that's like the whole meaning behind the name, and that's why I'm calling the album that. I'm not calling it Finally Famous because some niggas got on and shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually my old mentor, Sean Menifee, he used to record me. He took me off the block because I used to be in the wrong type of shit, man, coming up in the D. At a young age, he took me in like around 12, my old mentor, just because I knew his cousin off the block and shit. And like, his name was Sean too, and he was like 6'8", and I was like short as hell, so they called me Big Sean just to be funny. But I stuck with the name Big, you know what I'm saying, because first of all, Biggie Smalls is one of my greatest inspirations and role models and stuff. But then like, I feel like everything I want to do is big. Like the impact I want to make is big, my heart is big, my music is big. So I just feel like why not keep the name, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I roll with, man. Super Duper started as an actual joke, like not a joke, like a freestyle more so. I was in the studio with Kanye in Atlanta with DJ Toomp too. We was all in the studio. And I started rapping it just like, I am a super duper trooper, like just on some other shit. And Kanye was next to me, and he was like, yo, that's probably one of your best raps you ever wrote. I'm like, word? He's like, yeah, you need to finish that shit. That super duper trooper shit. So I ended up finishing it, and it turned out good, like crazy. You know, I like definitely respect hip hop and MCing and shit, and that was a track, you know, that I definitely just had to like put that stamp on, that good music lyricism stamp. Yeah, you know, I never did not get love from girls. Like, it's definitely a difference now. So like, yeah, you can say yeah. I mean, it's all love, you know. I got a special lady too though, back at home and shit. You know, everybody got somebody special. But it's all love, man. You know, ladies holla at me, man. Finally famous. Oh yeah, I just leaked the joint $1 million. That song is very special to me because I feel like that's something that can relate to a lot of people. You know, like, I'm gonna make $1,000,001, do it again. You know, that's just something like a drug dealer could be selling 20 keys out of his trunk and be singing that, or somebody in law school could be like, I'm gonna make $1 million. So I feel like that song is very personal to me, and that could touch a lot of people. That's why I wanted just to leak that. I know that's a song the label probably wouldn't get behind too. You know, I know they about to get behind Get You Some, and which is good, and they about to get behind like other records I got. Like I got this record called Take Me Away, that's real dope. This record I got called Way Out, that's real dope, featuring my man's Mr. Hudson from London. And and I got records with The Dream and For Real, like all these, the label's gonna get behind those records. I feel like a record like $1 Million that's more personal, they wouldn't get behind, so I just wanted to put it out myself. I came out of like my own pocket to shoot the video and shit. Oh yeah, Finally Famous, the album, man, coming to y'all later this year, I promise. 09 is coming out on Good Music, Island Def Jam. I got Kanye on there a couple times, rapping, and he like singing and shit. I got Pharrell on there. I got The Dream on there. Most importantly, I got me though. And you know, it's really an introduction to me. I really put my heart and soul into it, and I feel like that's all I can give you as an artist, you know. Whether you buy it, whether you download it, whether you whatever, man, just make sure you hear it. That's all I care about. And that's another reason why I'm giving you a free mixtape before the album, just so you can hear stuff for free. And you know, this is my life. I gave up school, I gave up everything to do music. So man, please just go listen. I would appreciate it more than anything.
For sure. Chicago finest, Leaders1354. Wicked Park location. I'm there.